Hi, my name is Kevin Keeler. I'm the owner of Equine Innovations, the manufacturer of the Hoof Jack, and I'm also a retired farrier. I shod horses and trim for close to 40 years. What I want to talk about today is sharing with you the concept called Paddock Paradise. And what I'm referring to is one of the best books we've ever read on horse management by Jamie Jackson called Paddock Paradise. And his concept after studying the wild horses was that they don't just move out in all directions and start eating and eating and eating. What they really do is that they have established lanes, highways, roads out in the wilderness, that they start out on those and then meander off those to eat, come back to that highway, move on, and then go out and eat. What that does is that it keeps the horses moving in a domestic situation if you implement some of those concepts. And because, as we all know, the horse's gut and the horse's hoof are designed to move, not to just stand around. Prior to us installing what Jamie calls Paddock Paradise on our property, our horses in between feedings and going out in the pasture would just stand around at the barn and not move, just waiting for the next feed. Once we implemented the Paddock Paradise, the horses move now. It encourages them to go out and there's little nibbles here and there along the way. It encourages them to go out and find things to eat and to move out of boredom. And it has made a tremendous difference for our horses and the whole environment here once we implemented that. And so what we basically have here is about 5 acres, 4 acres of it in pasture, and it's 20 feet wide all the way around the property, 30 feet on the back portion, and then another 20-foot wide stretch running down, bisecting the middle of the 4 acres. Another thing that really worked out well for this Paddock Paradise is that we had a metabolic horse that could not eat green grass at all, and so she felt very frustrated when the other horses would be coming out eating this lush pasture that we have here. But by removing the grass out here, she was still able to come out into this area, and we would feed her hay here, and she could actually feel like she was part of the herd instead of separated from the herd, because as the horses were eating the grass, she would be over here on the other side eating her hay and moving, which was really good again for her gut and her hooves around our Paddock Paradise perimeter. You're only limited by your imagination, and so I highly recommend for you to pick up that copy of Paddock Paradise and read it, because a lot of the concepts that he shares with us are ways that we can introduce more natural horse management to our horses.